Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Cadillac Lyriq. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Center Cadillac here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Lyriq. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So we have a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack paired to a single electric motor. Range is 314 miles, and then power outputs with this are 340 horsepower and then 325 pound-feet of torque. If you jump up to the all-wheel drive model, 500 horsepower, 450 pound-feet of torque, so pretty big bump there. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see there's some stuff happening on either side, but massively flat in the center for the most part, except there's that little line that goes up. And then we have a really cool headlight design. It's got a cool animation you can do. Let me see if I can get the key fob to get it to do the thing, do the animation. Will it do the animation? It'll like drop through with all the lights. I think it's complying. There we go. There we go. It's the fun little Cadillac thing. Anyways, mostly closed off because it's an EV. And putting it all together, I think, you know, for an EV, it looks pretty sharp. It's definitely unique. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 265, 50, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, silver mixed with the black and the metallic gray. And then we have these body painted fender flares, got the Cadillac badge there, silver trim on this side, and then we also have the pop-out door handles. And then here is your full side view with the Lyriq. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, we got the opening for the hatch and then the Cadillac logo on the back. And popping into the rear, you guys can see here with the matte situation in the back is pretty cool. And you also have a cover back here and Cadillac, that's nice. But anyways, we've got tons of storage space in the back, so very practical. When you're all done, just press this button right there and that will lower the hatch right back down. This is so interesting with the light design, how it's on the side and then comes down to the center. And then I do believe the Cadillac emblem doubles as, yeah, to open up the hatch. You guys can see Lyriq right there as well. And putting it all together, let me know your thoughts on the overall design here with the Lyriq. Now taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see soft touch here, and then look at the trim down below. That's really nice. And then more soft touch down below, and I like the opening mechanism. These are pretty cool. Perforated all down the center, got some blue accenting with them as well. And then legroom back here's really good. We also have a little storage pocket. We've got some vents, USBs down below, and then headroom, it's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, soft touch here at the top, and then you guys can see also down below, and look at the stitching, and then like this with the handle. All of our window controls here, got our mirror adjustments, and notice the mirrors do power fold in. Also your seat adjustments on the side, memory seats, and looks like we've got two different settings for the heated seat function, and then blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then here's the front seat again, perforated all down the center portion. And then you got the double pull for the hood release, and then I think this is the vent, that's cool. Lane departure with your auto hold as well, and then the steering wheel is power adjustable. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around, and we've got a bunch of practical controls here on the front of the steering wheel. It's kind of like haptic feedback with the buttons, which is very interesting. It also makes like a mouse clicky sound. But yeah, definitely something to get used to, I guess. We do have a paddle there for the regen. You guys can see the little stalk there for the turn signal, windshield wiper, all of that. And then we do have a column shifter here. You have to kind of pull it in a funky way to get it into gear. It's interesting. Now, just like the Escalade, we have this little side tab on the front screen that is a touchscreen to control different things like the lights, for example. And then you can also change the whole gauge here. So, for example, I can change it to a map view. Well, I guess I can't because it's not set up, but you guys get the point. And big digital gauge cluster. And then on the other side, you've got the infotainment system, which I guess first off, I'll show you the camera system. 360, good resolution, trajectory hands turn with the steering wheel. So I think they've done a great job with that. You guys know I'm a big fan of GM's camera system. And I guess we're low on battery. Anyways, outside of being low on battery, as for the rest of the infotainment screen, it responds pretty quickly. I would say overall it's really easy to use. It does come with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. If you've been in modern GM vehicles, you know the screen. We've got our dual zone climate controls just down below. I like the finish on it. Definitely has a more premium feel. And you can see with the USB there and all of that. And then we have some physical buttons in this area. This controls the infotainment system if you don't use the touchscreen. And then this is funny. I don't know the purpose of that. I guess to because it doesn't go all the way down. So I guess it kind of makes for more storage in a way. And then you got the center console, wireless phone charging pad in front, by the way. And nice padding here on the top. And then the dash, by the way, is all soft touch, which I think is nice. I like the vent. Feels very premium. Almost forgot we got this little like storage cabinet thing here up front, which is interesting. And then up top we have our little control here for the whole center situation. So it's a bit of glare, so it's gonna be hard to see, but anyways, this is a Lyriq Luxury 1, total MSRP $64,305, and let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and, well, set off in the Lyriq 450e, the rear-wheel drive Lyriq. Gonna sneak out this way. It's interesting the heated steering wheel just automatically turns. I get it because it's cold outside, but I prefer heated seats to heated steering wheels. Let me know what you guys think. But I don't like, if a car has heated seats and no heated steering wheel, don't care. But if it has a heated steering wheel, no heated seats, I'm like, what the heck? Nobody really does that. But I feel like I saw a car that had that. I can't remember. But regardless, heated seats superior to heated steering wheel. Ride quality is really good. It's very smooth. I think I'm noticing, like driving ICE cars, you know, back to back with electric cars. Electric cars just seem to do better with on-road damping. I want to emphasize on-road damping because I still have not experienced an electric car that does better with any sort of, you know, what you consider off-road damping, where you've got bigger compression points and all of that. But you know, the stuff that you experience on a day-to-day basis, even if the roads are a little bit more beat up, it seems like the electric cars handle it a little bit better than the ICE cars with their weight distribution and suspension setup. I feel like the biggest part of it is just the weight distribution. When you have the weight lower down, right, it keeps the car more planted. So I think that's a big part of why that feels that way. But that could also explain why it's, you know, sometimes it doesn't feel as good off-road. But I don't know why I'm talking about off-roading when I'm reviewing an electric luxury car. But anyways, handling's good. Like it just drives well. I've had a chance to drive the new Blazer EV, and they're the same vehicle, right? It's just the different, you know, basically different styling on the exterior and different interior. But yeah, they really don't drive all that different, I'd say. I do still like this Cadillac more than the Blazer, if I'm being honest, because the price is so close, but this interior feels a lot more premium, and I like the exterior styling on this a little bit more. It doesn't look as cartoonish as the Blazer EV. The Blazer EV is just a little bit too cartoonish for me. And this is comfy. Let's see with the paddle. Ooh, yeah, that's aggressive with the regen when you do the paddle. I do like that with cars where you can just kind of drive it like a regular car when you want, and then if you want to just like randomly do massive amounts of regen, like right here, I can just do the regen. Ooh, that's a 4x4 squared, I think. At least it looks like it, or maybe it's like, yeah, it looks like it. Those are big. Those are definitely big. Okay, so let us get an acceleration and see. Pretty quick. Again, this isn't the all-wheel drive version that has lots of power and everything, but it's still quick. Again, being electric, right, you get instant power, instant torque. I will say though, I'd still, if you can get a dual motor Lyriq, I think that's the one to go for, and that's what I've seen most people go for. Is this one's the 450e, the 600e4, whatever they call it. But to cap things off here with the Lyriq electric luxury, I think this does accomplish it. This interior feels premium, and it drives very well. And I'm trying to think if there's anything that... I don't really have anything negative to say towards the Lyriq in terms... I think that this is what you know, Tesla should have been. I guess that's a good thing to say, because, you know, Tesla, everyone looks at Tesla as a luxury brand, and it's like, no, they don't really, those cars don't really provide luxury, whereas this feels like a special luxury experience, whereas Tesla just feels minimalist and anyways, let me know your thoughts on the Lyriq. Let me know if you'd get this over Tesla Model Y, I guess is what it would compete against.